Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes.
Nigga, hell yeah.
Today, Belly 25.
Belly.
Mm-hmm.
The 25th anniversary
25 years.
of the movie Belly.
Damn.
25 years. So, man, Belly, classic album. Classic.
Might be 26
soundtrack.
with the bootleg.
Classic movie.
Might be 26
let's,
with the booty.
Let's take it back to the year 1998, November 4th when this came out. Where was you when Belly came out? You remember Belly came out? Did you go see it? What do you remember about when Belly came out?
98, I was in the 8th grade. I didn't go to the movies and see it, but I heard people who went to go see it. They was telling me about it. It's like, yo, Method Man died in the movie. I was like, damn. Big Wu-Tang fan.
I did not go to the movies to see Belly. I can remember that for sure. I definitely seen this first as another bootleg special.
It was there.
I definitely didn't go to the movies. I didn't enjoy this on that level until I bought the DVD years later, man. But I bought this on. I watched this on bootleg. Word, I did. Definitely watched this on.
It was definitely bootleg, and I think we saw the bootleg probably 6 months before, 3 to 6 months,
which was on a VHS tape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
And then when it came out in the movies, they wasn't showing it in every movie theater
They did that for
in the city for a minute. You know what I'm saying? For one of them type movies, you wouldn't see it in certain spot. I don't know if they thought it was going to trigger violence or
absolutely
it wasn't. It wasn't that on that type of grade of movie they thought. But
I think the studio got something
the
to do with that,
bootleg, the
too.
bootleg captured it all. And I seen all versions of the bootleg. I seen the bad one.
Yeah.
I seen the okay one. I seen the all right one, and then I seen the real one. Because at one point somebody had the real bootlegs, like they was getting it from the actual film company, because you could see the numbers rolling at the bottom of the corner. You know what I'm saying? So by the time it made that's by the time it made it to the movies, and they lost a lot of money though. Because if that would have been held tight in that movie theater, I think Belly would have been much bigger.
It ain't do bad though. It ain't do bad, the movie. Some people went to see it at the movies. I just didn't go. I definitely didn't go. And I don't ever think I ever felt like, yo, I need to go to movies. I don't ever remember feeling like, yo, I gotta go to movies and see Belly. I never. At no point.
That's because it landed in your lap too fast.
It was
literally.
Pause, but
Nah, word. So, man, Belly is a 1998 American crime drama film written and directed by music video director Hype Williams in his feature film directing debut. Belly was filmed in New York City. The film stars Nas and DMX in their film debut, along with Terrell Hicks, Method Man, and R&B singer T-Boz. Belly was written by Hype Williams, Anthony Biden, and Nas. It debuted in movie theaters on November 4th, 1998.
The whole movie wasn't filmed in New York, was it? What about the Jamaica part? Was that really in Jamaica?
That had to be in Jamaica.
It had to be.
It was no way you could make that up.
Then I don't know about the Oklahoma part.
Nebraska.
I'm sorry, Nebraska. I don't know. That they probably could have filmed that in upstate somewhere. They could have been in New York. The Jamaica part looked authentic.
It did.
But, I mean, it made.
I don't know, that motherfucking Nebraska shit looked about right, because them niggas looking about country up there. For real. Then that strip club, I ain't never seen no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit look real country, man. I ain't gonna even front.
But the basic plot of the movie is Tommy Bundy and DMX character and Sincere Nas character. They like childhood friends, man, that grew up in New York. They made a living from selling drugs and robbing people, man.
I think Nas made his own name for his character. Sounds like some shit he'd make up around the time.
Yo, name my name Sincere.
People start naming their kids that. Shit is crazy.
But life started pulling them both in different directions. Tommy was all about trying to find ways to get money, get more money, and Nas was really trying to find a way out, man. He was trying to find a way out. But Tommy found this new form of heroin, man, that he wanted to get down with. So he went to his man Ox.
The plug.
The plug, man. Ox said, yo, I know you owe me a favor, but I'll put you on to it. He put him on to it. Then his Tommy Buns and them associate knowledge.
Power from the Wu.
Power from the Wu-Tang. Yep. They connected and had it running through Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, real heavy, and they had a good thing going, man. Until my man from Nebraska, he started hating on it, man. They how much money they was getting, so he called the forces on them.
He said, what he said? Yeah, they rolling real hard too, man. They rolling real hard.
So that was pretty much the beginning of the end when they got hit out there in Nebraska. Then Knowledge started acting funny because Tommy ain't bail him out, and then it just kind of all went downhill quickly from there. They had a nice run there, and then Ox, from Ox got Tommy Buns to kill the dude in Jamaica, so they came back to get revenge for him. So it was just, you know what I'm saying? It's a hood story, man. It's a hood story. We all seen somewhat forms of this in certain kind of ways.
But then Tommy, he was like an informant for the feds at the end of the movie. Trying to kill the minister. He was
kind of like the people, like the dude that was infiltrating. I kind of took like Malcolm X, man, when they was infiltrating Malcolm X. Yeah. They kind of was like, yo, we got you, so you got to take out this minister, man. In order to
use his own people.
Yeah, so he put him against his own people, which he ended up not doing. So, so it's an interesting
he said, brother, I knew they was coming.
Yeah. So
that's why I sent them away.
So the characters, man, of Belly, man. To start off with the characters. First of all, we got DMX as Tommy Buns, Bundy Brown. What do y'all think about DMX character in Belly?
That was DMX.
It was X a little bit. It fit his character, you know what I'm saying, or fit the music that he was putting out, you know what I'm saying. And X did some good acting on there, you know what I'm saying. He wanted himself a couple more jobs.
I agree. I think X did a great job in this movie, man. I think it was believable. I mean, it was him, but at the same time, he brought the personality. He stood out on the big screen.
He was the star of the movie.
He was the star of the movie.
It wasn't even close.
Him and Meth. If you ask me.
I don't know about the Meth, man, but
shit. Meth had a good part.
Go with X. Nas, man, as Sincere.
He lost a few jobs. He lost a few jobs with his role. I'm being real with you. Nas lost a few jobs. This was some bad acting.
Damn, man.
Yeah, that's my guy. But
Nas Escobar
it was
like
just
that? You gonna do Nas Escobar like that?
Nas will tell you himself. I'm pretty sure he would. That was not a good acting job. You know what I'm saying? But Nas pulled it off for somebody that's probably not used to being in the camera. Never was that type dude. But he a rapper. He make videos, but to be acting and all that. And
why did a movie though? If you're not an actor and
at the time, man, certain things like was this like one of them shining moment years of Nas?
To be a rapper and then turn into a movie star was almost like the thing to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
he probably thought it would be easy for him, man. Yeah. But it's not for everybody.
It was for the hood, definitely for the hood.
I mean, he was purposeful. I mean, if you're being overcritical, it wasn't a great acting job, but you still remember Nas in the movie, like he still is the
But at the time, though, it was like pretty dope seeing your favorite MC on the big screen.
It's like hip hop. Oh man, we love Nas. Nas in the movie. It wasn't until you got older and you really started dissecting like damn, Nas. That
was bad.
Yeah.
But when you first seen it, you were just happy to see Nas.
Especially now. Because you look at it now, the acting game now.
Yeah, right.
It's real bad.
Damn. We got Terrell Hicks as Keisha.
Keisha was solid.
Keisha was okay.
Keisha was hard.
Keisha was hard.
She's an actual actor. So, model and actor and singer too.
She might have had the most experience in the movie acting out of everybody that was in the cast.
You're probably right.
At the time, the plays, the Broadway.
Yeah, you're actually right.
You're right.
Out of everybody in that movie at the time, you're right,
She was definitely one of the stars.
Yeah. She come from a classic, Bronx Tale.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic, man. She did a good job, man. I think she did a good job. She was dope, man.
Real
she
good
looked
job.
Good too.
Yes, she did.
Tiana T-Boz.
She lost a couple of jobs with Nas. She lost a couple of jobs with Nas. When they when they put Nas in the negative, they took T-Boz right with them. That's the couple. Yeah, put them on in there. Because that was terrible. Fuck it, we gone. Fuck everything.
I think
We're gonna go to Africa.
We'll go to Africa.
Motherfucker shot me.
Shot me in the leg.
Shot me in the leg. Oh shit.
Yo, you gotta
Fuck
stop.
it, we going. We going.
Get the baby.
Get the baby.
Get the baby now.
Oh man.
Yo, y'all gotta relax. Method Man as Shamik, aka Father Shah.
Yeah.
Meth is a star, man.
Yeah. Meth was a star here,
Meth is a
man.
star.
He showed his personality, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He showed his
He was chilling.
He showed that you could tell.
Knowledge bone.
Yeah.
What's the guy's resume?
I rose dolo from state to
Yeah.
state.
So I just want to kick it with some niggas that getting like me. I brought a gift in the whole nine.
Word he did.
Word killed that
What was his
part.
name? He said, his name
So
was,
okay, country motherfuckers playing me.
what was his name? He said, Ike Love.
Ike
He was like,
Love.
yeah, Ike Love.
Ike Love.
Niggas in Pitt heard mad shit about you, done.
Hassan Johnson as Mark. It's Weebay.
Yeah.
It's Weebay, man. Before people knew it was Weebay. It's Weebay. Hassan Johnson. We ain't know Weebay was in Belly. It's Weebay, dog.
Oh yeah. Yup.
It's
Yeah.
Weebay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's
absolutely.
like, he like in
Absolutely.
the, he like
Yeah,
in
I
the
forgot about
movie,
that.
but it's
Yeah.
not like he in the movie. Like
he was in the beginning when they
in the
robbed.
Beginning,
him.
yeah, he came back
When
to
they
the house.
robbed and they came back to the crib to count the money.
Yeah, but yeah.
He was in and out.
He's actually like one of their top guys, but it's like he in the movie, but he not in the movie.
It was it. It was real quick.
Yeah. But that's Weebay from The Wire, man. But that's crazy. He's still considered one of the top
Yeah,
characters
he said, let's count this for y'all start stashing and shit.
in the movie. Then we got
my feelings.
Oliver Power Grant as Knowledge.
He was solid.
Knowledge was okay.
Yeah.
Then we got the legend, man, Jamaican legend, Louis Rankin as Lennox, a.k.a. Ox.
Was that his debut to the
Probably.
hip hop world? This movie?
I would
Because
think
I
so.
don't
Made
think
it to the hip hop
not-
world, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't remember him in no other not even Jamaican movies.
Yeah, because
Did you go
after
back?
this, he was in Shadows.
Yeah.
That came out after this.
This made him a legend.
yeah.
When he passed away a few years back, rest in peace to him. They talked about
Say, hold on.
they talked about Belly and shot us.
Hold on. You should never bring no scared business in here. You're looking at the toughest rod squad, Jamaica, who's living in the world. Never bring no scared business.
Yeah. Jay Black as Black.
Murder for
Yeah,
fun.
that was. Yeah, that's my man.
Yeah, they played my boy Black.
Yeah, they definitely had in there stripping.
He actually shot Nas.
He sat back on that couch. Yo, man, get on y'all, man.
So strip, nigga.
Count the money.
That's the knowledge, the one who put that battery in his back, man. Then we got Stanley Drayton as Wise.
That's Stan Spit.
That's Stan Spit, yeah,
Rapper.
yep, the rapper that was he was Big L boy too, man, from Harlem. And then James Paris as LaKid.
Was he a rapper or he's just an actor?
I don't know. I feel like he was in something
I
too,
know,
man. He might have been in a
I
rap
gotta
group or
check
something
his
like that.
IMDb.
And then we got Benjamin Chavis as a Reverend Savior, man.
He's actually a real reverend, right?
He's something. But,
That's the light skinned guy that played the
minister.
minister.
At the end. Yeah. Light skin? He ain't light skin.
he was light skinned.
Brown skin?
Yeah, kind of brown.
He was kind of light, I thought.
Kind of light.
Could've been a light.
Those are characters, man. What characters stand out to you when you think about Belly, man?
Definitely DMX. Definitely Nas because of the superstardom of him being a hip hop artist, one of the top artists at the time. Method Man for sure. What's my man name? What's his name that played the Menace?
Oh, I didn't even
you
mention
mention
him.
him?
What's his name?
He a real actor too.
Something with an R. That was his name in the movie.
Yeah,
yo, it's crazy because
him and Keisha probably was
it's crazy because I didn't even know it was him. And when I first watched this movie, I didn't know it was him.
He had the wig and shit on.
Yeah.
It started with a T.
Yeah, remember he said he was trying to sabotage the movie.
Yeah,
but it ended up coming. It ended up being good. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name, man? It's like Tyron.
What's his name in the movie though? It's something with an R.
What? He was in Menace.
I know, yeah, but I'm saying his character in the movie.
Rico.
Rico, yeah.
It was
Rico.
Rico as Tyron Turner as Rico, man. Yeah, he actually said he wanted, was it DMX character or Nas character? He wanted that character and he didn't get it. So because of that, he was like, "Oh, y'all want me to play this part? I'm gonna sabotage it."
Yeah, but it ended up being
ended up being a classic that people ended up thinking it was a classic role. But
and then they had my mans in them from what's Hey in the Middle of the Crucial Conflict. That was his boys. That was his squad. One of the boys. Yup.
And AZ was in it too.
Yeah.
AZ did not.
AZ was like, "I'm about to blow, dog."
Yeah. Well, look at the time.
He looked up. All right, bro, I'm ready to blow.
Gave him the heads up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah.
He got that scene real quick. I'm like, man, he broke out real quick.
He had his kid with him. You know what I'm saying?
They was coming across the street when he left. All of a sudden, he's out the scene that quick. I be looking at that little stuff, man. Oh man, all right, man, I'm ready to break out. Yeah. But to me, DMX stood out, man. Yeah. I think DMX, he was already 98 was a great year for X, man.
What a great way to end the year for DMX.
And I think
the barber caught a body too. Who was the barber?
The barber came out. Hold that.
The barber shot a motherfucker.
First of all, the barber came out just shooting like
from
quick,
the rip. You would never think the barber would do that.
I know, right?
Barber said, "Yo, man, you about to go to Africa? You quit smoking weed? How you gonna do that?
Hold this gun.
Hold tight the barber's strap.
Hold this gun. Hold that.
Yo, Nas should have been dead in that scene because this man had a gun too.
Nah, that's the barber shot the other dude.
That's the barber. The barber came out shooting for Nas.
No.
He did. The barber was shooting. That barber was helping Nas out.
Once he seen Nas took the gun from him and all that, and the other boy was trying to make a move, the barber shot him.
Yeah. I thought Nas shot him.
Nah.
I just watched it.
I don't know, man. I ain't seen it in a while. I mean, I seen it, but I can't think of that part right now, man. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think X really stole this movie to me. Yeah. Like acting wise, like he just jumped off the screen over everybody else, man. And the thing about it is, I don't think he was trying hard. I think that was just like him. I think he was just. Mm-hmm. He just had it. Like he was a star.
Especially when the part he started like working for the police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it turned him to a different person.
Right. Got his acting chops.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
He was talking to Nas and you know he had his shit on. He was speaking. You know he was caught up in the religion because he had to get close in the religion for him to get close to the ministry.
Which he did kind of quick.
Yeah,
started in October.
But you know the movie had to move.
I think they were moving along. I don't think he just was like the next day. It ain't like Power. Jesus, Power next week he'd have been.
So next week he's driving for the minister.
So this is word. So this is Belly's. I mean not Belly. This is Hype Williams' first movie that he directed. Matter of fact, this is his first and only movie he directed, which is crazy to me. Because I think this is fairly successful in my opinion.
Yeah. But Hype was the man with the movie.
Why? What do you think this did? Let's talk about where Hype was, because at this time, and then what getting this movie and going to the film stage did for him.
Hype was definitely the man when it came to hip hop music videos. He's like, when you think of hip hop music videos, the only name I think comes up is Hype Williams.
Hype was getting all the money.
Hype was getting
all the money.
And the videos were dope. It was just, that was the thing. A Hype Williams video, that means you made it.
Yeah, the video basically tells you, your whole look.
They were like mini movies.
Yeah.
So it was a perfect coincide of, we're gonna make this hip hop movie. What better person to direct it?
I mean, he did some of our favorite videos, man. He did like
Yeah.
Biggie One More Chance. He did Big Papa.
You're All I Need.
He did You All I
Busta
Need.
Rhymes and Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he did
Wu-Tang,
he did More Money,
Can It Be
More
Also
Problems.
Simple?
He did California Love.
Yeah.
Like, these is classic movie theaters. Woo-ha, I got you all in
these
check.
big production,
Like,
$1 million videos.
If I Ruled the World from Nas, like, these are some of our favorite videos, man. LL
Quiet
Cool
Storm.
J, Lounging.
He did Quiet Storm and he did What's Calm, right?
That was after, though. That was after. Yeah, but he did all
Yeah.
kinds.
What's that DMX video he did? The joint with him and Faith Evans.
He
Then
did
the
that.
joint,
He did that, but he also did the first one.
They did a joint with
Black and White. Black
Nas,
and White.
Nas and Mob. It's
you
mine.
need to give-
Yeah.
yeah. All of that was after. That was like
Yeah, I know
99,
after,
yeah.
but you know he did some big shit.
He did some big monumental videos. So I feel like he was so big as a hip hop producer. You felt like the only natural progression.
Yeah.
Put it on the big screen.
Is to put it on the big screen, man.
Absolutely.
And
Now, one thing that I really always loved about Belly is like the way it's shot, the whole cinematography of it. Like every scene is like a different cut, a different angle. It's constant cut. You know what I mean? And it's like it'd be like filtered like different colors.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
like blue one scene. Like it's,
well,
Shit's dope.
you would hope that Hype Williams, coming from a video directorial background,
Had a vision.
would
Yeah,
get that right.
exactly,
You know, because
yeah.
that's his lane.
That
for
first
sure.
scene though was the shit though.
classic.
Man,
Pulling
look,
up in the car.
Man.
Blue lights.
That was like the motherfucking like
Got the
the
contacts
ultimate.
in.
That's like the ultimate motherfucking like entrance.
Yo,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When they come into that's. I actually think about Belly. I think about that scene.
Yeah.
That scene's so hard, man.
Yeah.
And then it's like slow.
Yeah.
And then the eyes, and they walk into the club.
Then it
That's
looked
a
just
classic.
like so real of a strip club because you got the man dude. She there. Then you got the real security. It was like the real girls and like that shit was crazy. That was like one of my best
in the
scenes.
bathroom, got the guns.
Yup. Then you got the broad, seeing X come in, get up on him, slide in the key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was like perfect.
Yeah, now I think this took Hype Williams, man.
I just didn't know why when they busted in the room, X was jumping while he was shooting.
I gotta go back and see that.
Yeah, you gotta sell it, man. You gotta sell it,
I
man.
was like, oh shit, what kind of shooting is that?
He duck hunting on Nintendo.
You got
Nah, but Hype Williams, I think overall, I think he did a great job with
Absolutely.
the movie, man. I think he
hell
did a great
yeah.
job with the movie. And it's kind of, to me, I don't understand why he didn't do anything after this. I never really heard why. I'm interested to know, like, why was this his only movie in 98?
Yeah.
From 98 to 2023, he ain't do no other movies. They said he had discussions of doing other things, but he never did. So I don't know if he had like one and done, he ain't like it.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm gonna bail out. Like, I wonder why. Like, he just didn't like the experience. He said, oh, I'd rather just do videos. Like, I wonder why. Because overall, the movie made more than they spent on it. So
profit.
for that, it's a success.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I want to know why he ain't go back. But I think for what it was, I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
For real. What did this movie do for hip hop?
took it to another level. As far as like the movie, like as far as getting the hip hop, trying to get the hip hop artists, you know what I'm saying, to act. I think this movie kind of like made it like visible for like, oh shit, man, well this person can act, this person can act. You know what I'm saying? Because then you start seeing Ja Rule out there acting. You start seeing DMX and Steven Seagal together. You know what I'm saying? So shit. It catapulted for people to start looking into more
LL Cool J, Queen Latifah.
yeah.
These people are starting to like.
But Queen Latifah, she's been around acting for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But you feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying? It lets put it in that pocket where, all right, we can really got some good actors that's well rounded, especially in hip hop.
Well, we got classic hood movies, and it might have been like one rapper that was a main actor in the movie, and then the rest had like little supporting roles. But you never seen a movie to this point where like most of the main characters were like from the hip hop world,
all hip hop.
like all hip hop. Like you never really seen. I ain't gonna say nothing really. You didn't see a movie where like it was a real cast like full of hip hop guys that like are popular hip hop guys too, not like unknown up and coming people. Like to this point, you didn't see nothing like this, man. So,
shout out to Miramax for funding it and you know what I mean, making it happen, because a lot of these studios would be like, nah,
we ain't fucking with that.
Exactly.
And DMX to be the main character, he's a fairly new artist.
Yeah.
Like remember, he just came out in '98.
Well, they were saying that they filmed this before both of those DMX albums even came out.
Really?
So yeah, because usually you filming a movie is like a year before.
It was perfect timing, man, because he had a hell of a year, man.
Yeah. Yes,
Word it was, man. But I think this was a big look for hip hop, man.
It was.
I mean, we already kind of felt like some of our favorite videos was already movies.
Yeah.
But to them to actually go to the big screen
and then kind of implement some of our favorite movie moments into this movie, and then our favorite music moments.
Hell yeah.
Favorite into this movie was dope.
Yeah.
And it was hip hop. The movie altogether was hip hop, man. This movie represented for hip hop. It had hip hop characters. Not all like in it. It's not like we're getting actors and making them hip hop. No, we taking guys from the culture. Like DMX is hot as I don't know what at this point. Nas is
fish grease.
Is one of the biggest rappers at this time, man. So for them to be the stars, they're on the cover, they're on the front page of this movie, of the movie, of the flyers. Like this is a big deal, man.
This is a huge deal. And then you know, like we were talking about, just even having the music in the background. It's like, yo, so we're watching Belly on TV with an MOP song playing in the background. That's dope.
The whole soundtrack is playing. The whole movie, it's dope, man. This was a good look.
This was a real good
actually
look.
Thinking back at it, like it's like, damn, this was a good look, man.
And it wasn't cheesy. Like it didn't look cheesy. At least.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
I agree.
So, what messages did you take from the movie Belly, man? Especially in your younger self watching this movie.
Damn, with the lessons.
Messages, lessons.
I kind of think the end kind of summed it up with the minister was saying, like how we.
Yeah, that was probably one of the deepest messages.
Yeah, that was probably like the sum up of everything.
That was powerful. That was powerful.
Talking about selling drugs and killing each other.
It was so true.
Yeah.
That was
sex
so true.
and all that stuff is like. You know what I mean?
His life was flashing right in front of his eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But also just no matter what kind of way you look at it, where you just look at your friends, your crew, or if you was in that lifestyle, either way, like how little stuff can be the downfall of people. Not saying they wouldn't have got caught at some point in either way, but also just if you know your brother, knowledge got booked, and then all of a sudden he just turned on him, but I'm supposed to be your man. Like just little stuff within, like are you really with us? You really my guy. We really brothers. Yeah. Or when something go bad, you gonna turn on me. Then try to take me out. So it's like, damn, is money everything? It's a lot of different ways you could take that, man.
Yeah, sure.
Loyalty, brotherhood. Like Nas didn't want to be in the game. But like Buns was his man.
Yeah.
Like, so he was loyal to him. But he still didn't really, even though he wanted to do different things, he still always came back because that love he had for him, man. Mm-hmm. So it was a brotherhood. But then you got somebody like Knowledge as a snake. Then you got Keisha. She a ride or die. Like, she riding out. She riding out for him, man.
And you got the other young joint that's riding out, too.
That's Vita.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Vita.
She was fucking with him since he was, what? She was 15 or...
Vita.
That was kind of funny.
Before Vita was even a rapper,
he wouldn't hit her. He'd just get some head. She ain't old enough. This nigga in this look like he in his close 20s, late 20s.
Yeah.
She still in high school.
Yeah. That's before Vita was even a rapper like that. She got in the movie because she was cool with Hype Williams. And then Hype Williams, later on, to just tell you how that stuff happens, then Hype Williams brought her to Irv Gotti.
Oh.
And then that's how she be. Even she has a song on the soundtrack.
Yeah,
but she wasn't.
That soundtrack is top 5 soundtracks of all time.
Her name was Hottie Toddy.
Yeah,
that was her rapping name. But that was Vita,
Before
man, from
Vita.
Murder Inc. But that was Vita. But on the album, her name Hottie Toddy though.
She had
her song.
I mean that drink to that
Her song.
I mean that move. I ain't gonna lie.
She had a solo joint on there.
Yeah, speaking of the soundtrack, man, we might as well talk about that. The soundtrack,
Oh, man. Classic.
Soundtrack is classic.
Classic, man. Straight classic work, man. You got some of the best like artists on here, man. To me in the game, one of the best artists, the GOAT, is on this album. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get them type. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get them type people on these soundtracks. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, you got. Man,
this is a classic.
You got D'Angelo on here. Man, you got Maya on here. You got Sean Paul. You got Ja Rule. You got Noriega at the time. Nori was crazy.
Yeah.
You got Drag On. You got Gangstar with Rakim Dub C.
Yeah.
You got RZA, Old Dirty Bastard on here, the Wu-Tang. You got Sauce Money and Jay-Z. You got the Locks, Made Men from Benzino on them.
That song's got hard.
You got half a mil. They took half a mil drawn off here. They got half a mil passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And then you got the Bravehearts.
I wanna live. That was my song.
The way my brother lived. This might be the hottest soundtrack. That's all. It's just that Above the Rim got them classic songs on there. You feel what I'm saying? You got, but this I'll put this up as blow for blow with any soundtrack.
Yo, this is my favorite soundtrack of all time.
This song got some classic album cuts, not like the singles, but the album cuts.
I mean, this album
is classic, man.
What's your favorite song on there?
Man,
you got Crew Love and Memphis Bleak and motherfucking Beanie.
I really love Crew Love. Like that's my song.
Oh man,
like Beanie performed on.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
that pregame was crazy too, though.
Old pregame is crazy.
Sauce Money and Jay, yeah, that don't go in.
Yeah, it's a lot of songs, man. That Devil's Pie with D'Angelo, that beat that Premier did is crazy.
That Tommy's theme.
That grand finale with the NWA
I put a gun in your mouth. Look, now your son is a doubt.
But that top shotter go. That top shotter. But sometimes some Nori. Whoo,
yeah.
Sometimes I want to chill late. Sometimes I get drunk all goddamn day. Sometimes I want to go back. Yo, that's a lot of joints on here.
That
man.
first song go too. No Way In, No Way Out.
Yeah. No way.
Yo, you know who wrote that song?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly did.
No way out this ghetto.
That's hard.
Yeah, that song crazy.
My shit is ooh, walk the fire, won't I? That say you lie for the slice of the devil's pie.
Yo, he was saying some shit on
that. $500,000, some niggas blood and some niggas crip.
But I wonder why they took that song off there though.
I don't know. Maybe it's a sample joint. Nah, this soundtrack was crazy. Like, there's a lot of joints.
Even Ja Rule got a banger on here. Story to tell.
Yeah. Even though I like the that's the first time. I think that's the. Oh no, he was on Nas' record. This the best song that DMX and Nas ever did together to me, because that song that was on Nas' I Am album. I don't like that too much. With Aaliyah, they keep that. But yeah, this soundtrack, we all can agree this soundtrack was a classic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and did the songs being in the movie,
did
it help the movie?
Matter of fact, Sean Paul was in the movie.
Yes, he
was.
He was performing.
Yeah, he was.
Here comes the boom. Because he's on that song. Yeah. He's on Top Shotter. Got the Yo, that song used to go so hard in the parties, man. Yo, that song used to go so hard in the parties, man, when that song came on.
You used to come with your basketball silkies on. You was coming to Jamil and them drink with your basketball silkies on, ready for the basement.
You know the vibes. Let's get to it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Laying in the cup, waiting for that drink.
Guaranteed to have a good time with that song.
Waiting on that drink.
So I start winding up, you know the favorite moments, man, from Belly.
One of my favorite scenes is when when the cops raid the place and my man jump out from the top window and he get in the car, he's shooting out with the cops.
Yeah, that's the last time we seen him.
That's Weebay, Hassan Johnson.
That was a great scene. Then he drove off.
He pulled off and he ended up dying.
He had some shit when he was spitting at him.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is when he jumped out the window, he went the wrong way. He should have went the other way.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, damn, why he run the other way? You know what I'm saying? Because he went towards him.
But that scene was dope, though. Just like the way it was shot. All that shit, man.
My favorite. Well, first of all, the opening.
Classic.
Absolutely.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
That is one of the top openings of a movie. I would say ever, and I'm not capping either. I think that's one of my favorite. Like,
it's a hell of a way to introduce you to a movie.
That song, just where do you want it? Just everything was just right, man.
Just the acapella of it too.
And I gotta give Hype his credit. The way they shot that, the way they shot that visually was just dope, man. That's a classic.
Like
moment.
No shot is the same.
Yeah,
it's all different angles, all different points of view.
That's a classic moment.
That's art right there.
Well, man, I remember when DMX, man, when Keisha got mad at him, man, he took her, flipped her.
I don't know no fucking Kiana, man.
I don't know no Kiana.
That's a classic moment too.
Bitch is lying.
Other classic moments, man. Ox getting killed. That was classic. That was crazy. There's a lot going on. They definitely took that whole scene from Scarface.
Yo, Method Man when
said now niggas want to sell dope.
Yeah,
he said, "You want to get dropped off of some?
You scared?
Wait till Ox hit me with this new shit. Let's get back with it.
But
how much you think we can make off this shit?" I said, "This nigga is fucking this movie up." I said, "My boy is chewing this movie." Where the fuck? Oh man, I've been cut. Fuck up.
Do that again. But the scene with Meth when he was in the strip club. And
that was one of my favorites too.
He had two pistols going.
Yeah. He gave him the pill though. He gave him the pill.
Yeah, he gave him the Cosby.
Yeah, he hit him too.
Yeah,
he hit him. He said he slid off from him.
He was like, fuck that.
But which Chrome tried to pull out on him though? Rico tried to pull out and shoot. He lit Rico ass up.
Rico there eating bananas. Rico was wild.
He said, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yo, but that scene, I got the Blu-ray or DVD, and Hype was saying that when Meth got shot with the shotgun, he had a bulletproof vest on.
He did.
And he passed out, but somehow that scene didn't make it to the final. Like, they had to cut it or something. But he was like, man, like, he wishes that whole scene was put inside that shot. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got hit with a real shotty?
Nah, you know what I mean?
I'm fucking with you, Sean.
Yo. That was dope.
Yeah.
I got a big question I always wondered about Belly, man. Maybe y'all can help me. Maybe y'all can help me out with it. Looking back at this movie was the first and last movie for damn near everybody that was a first time actor in this movie. Other than DMX and Method Man, nobody else, T-Boz, nobody else that had even a smaller role ever did any acting again. And then Hype Williams never directed any movie. Why was this the first and last for a lot of people involved in this movie? Why didn't they build off this momentum? Because to hip hop culture, this is a classic. So
actually, Nas was in another movie.
What was that?
In Too Deep. He was selling drugs to Omar Epps in the beginning.
That's probably why it was a quick rap, because I don't even remember that.
Nah, but I just thought that maybe they thought, like, acting ain't for me.
Here's my theory.
What's your theory?
I don't think we were of the hip hop culture. So I think to us, we love this movie and think it's a classic. But I think to the movie industry, they thought this movie was straight trash. And I think anybody involved, they wasn't really rocking with other than DMX. Because even though Meth got popular, it took Meth a while before he kind of came back. When it wasn't like he just started getting gigs again. Like, it took him a while before he really got out there again. So So it wasn't like people was even checking for him. It was really like DMX, and that's it.
Yeah.
DMX was the only person getting gigs. So I think the industry looked at this movie like they're not good actors. Like this is a trash movie, and they're not good actors.
This a bad stop. This a bad stop, man.
Maybe that's
so
why
many
Hype
words.
didn't do any other movies because maybe he thought like, damn, these directors they not looking at
Right.
me as a real director. And this is way before Tubi, way before Netflix, way before independent film.
And they didn't have that. They didn't have the outlets like they have now.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't put this on Stars or
Exactly,
nothing like that. So all you really had to go, their way.
Yeah.
That was the only option. And I think the industry really frowned upon this movie. Like looked down on it. Like this is bad.
Like what's going on with
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, it's like
That
nobody,
is a good
man.
point. Yeah.
Like nobody. Like how Hype Williams ain't do no other movies after this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, classic director to me.
Might have been blackballed. Never know.
Maybe. And then nobody from this movie. I'm not saying they was the great actors, but I mean, T-Boz ain't never do no other movie I remember.
You know why?
You know.
He's in Africa.
I mean, I don't even remember Nas in Too Deep. That says a lot. Like, so to me, this is his last movie he did.
Yeah.
I mean, all them other people that had, like Hassan Johnson from Weebay, he was already an actor to me. Keisha was already an actor.
Right.
She was already an actor, so she already had
my
experience.
man Rico that played Rico. He was in Minister Society.
But it's almost like we didn't know he was in there. Yeah. It was almost like we didn't know he was, because I honestly, when the movie came out, I did not know that was him.
I knew that was him.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. I did not know that was him.
Well, he had Power. He was in Black and White. It was like another kind of hip hop movie.
But it wasn't really
Yeah,
like.
it wasn't like a
It wasn't like this was a stepping stone for other movies. It's like they just weren't checking for him no more, which is interesting to me.
But I think Belly did kind of open up the door so you could have like an In Too Deep with Omar Epps, LL Cool J, hip hop, features here and there. Like
I agree. I definitely think it kicked down the door for other hip hop movies.
Yeah,
maybe they was like, okay, we like the concept, but let's find some better actors or something like that.
Or better yet, have the rappers pair up with real actors to kind of balance it out, so we can, you know what I mean.
All right, so where do you got Belly ranked amongst the like hood classic movies?
I'm gonna say top 5. It's good to me. I mean, maybe because I just one of those films like.
Well, I will say this: Belly after the and pretty much our era of being teenagers, it's only like two classic. It's only a couple classic hood movies when I was a teenager. Everything else came out before.
Yeah.
The only real classics to me of my teenager and like young adult years is Paid in Full and this.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll take Paid in Full over this movie.
Yeah, me too.
But those are the only two movies that I consider classic that came out in like my teenage young adult years, like hood movies.
If I gotta add the soundtrack to it, I'll take this over Paid in Full, because I think the music matters most, and I think this music on this soundtrack supersedes the actual movie to a point, or it takes the movie to another point, because it wouldn't be no Paid in Full if they wasn't doing this.
I get that,
but you know what's cool about that?
Man.
Belly,
acting wise,
Belly and Paid in Full both came out through Miramax. So maybe they got all right, this hip hop thing can work.
Well,
but let's pair it with a Wood Harris, a Mekhi Phifer, like actual actors.
They had credible actors. In there,
super credible actors.
He did it right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He capitalized off the mistakes, but I think that timing is everything. And Belly dropped at a good time.
And hip hop was on the rise.
Hip hop was on the rise, everything. Paid in Full dropped at a time when hip hop was coming into our own and we was taking what was ours. To me. You know what I'm saying? Because Paid in Full didn't get bootleg so fast.
Paid in
You feel me? It was protected.
They got bootleg.
They got bootleg heavy, but it didn't get bootleg as fast.
Belly,
because the actual real documentary got bootlegged first of the real Paid in Full.
But Belly was in the movie theater more than
Paid in Full, too.
Paid in Full.
Yeah, it was.
Paid in Full was really you couldn't find that if you wanted
I remember
to.
downloading Paid in Full on like Kazaa.
Oh wow.
Damn,
Like-
that's throwback.
Yeah,
word.
like it'd be like part 3 of 12. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't one big file. It was like parts of it. This shit was
Wow.
crazy.
Man, yeah, this top 5.
This is my top 5 hood movies.
Yeah,
I got to give it to it.
I go top 5. If it's top 5, it's 5 for sure. It's
What would you
5.
put in front of it?
I put a lot of shit in front of it.
Yeah, man. Give me
Hood movies.
Menace, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
New Jack. I take New Jack,
New Jack
City,
City.
over this.
Shit, I think, man, this motherfucker might be barely cracking top 10. Now that if you're really going that angle, but I think hood joints is top 5
I got
because some hood joints just went past a different level. You know what I'm saying?
I got Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, New Jack City, and then definitely Paid in Full. And
No Juice.
Oh damn!
See what I'm saying?
It ain't in my top
Yeah,
5 no
it
more.
ain't.
Then.
Yeah, that's
It ain't
what
in
I'm
my
saying.
top 5 no more. It's right
Butter
out of
Room.
Yeah, it's definitely top 10.
Yeah.
It ain't in my
Top 10,
it ain't in my
maybe.
top 5 because I gotta go off top. I gotta go with Boys in the Hood,
Sugar
Menace,
Hill.
Juice. It might get slide over Sugar Hill, man.
Man, Sugar Hill with Wesley? That was a classic.
It's top 10. It's top 10. It ain't in my
So,
top 5.
all right, so
Paid in Full's in my top 5.
all right, so it's not in your top 10. Is it still?
It's
a
in my top.
classic?
It's in my top.
It's still
10.
a classic.
It's a classic
Okay,
for sure.
okay.
It's a classic. This movie was a moment. In Freak's words, due to the times.
Due to the times.
Yeah, this
Due
is
to the
due
times
to
that
the
this
times.
joint
Definitely-
dropped. Yeah.
This is definitely a due to the
This
times
is it.
right here. This is a classic
Yeah.
movie. I don't care how bad that acting was. I will always say this movie is a classic.
This might
man.
be This might be like one of the only 1 or 2 movies I got on DVD and Blu-ray. Just because it's like
I don't even know. I got a DVD and I got the CD somewhere. I know I normally have my props. I just can't find them right now. But I got the DVD in the actual album of this, man. Some people was upset that there never was a sequel to Belly. It was kind of little hints over the. Actually, now that don't count.
a true sequel.
A true sequel, because what they came out with,
I don't know what the game
that's
did with
that's
that.
a trash
That
can what the game was in. We're not even counting that. We're talking about an official
Yeah.
sequel, and it kind of was hints over the years that it might happen, but it never came. Was y'all looking for a sequel? And then why y'all think that never came? What do you think would have been in the sequel? Like, what y'all think about that?
I'm cool. They did the right thing.
And Nas come back from
Because one
Africa.
of the realest, man, fuck
Nas
him.
come back from Africa.
Stay over there, ride a zebra. Ride a zebra.
And Buns gets sent back to the streets, man. That's a storyline. Buns go back to the streets.
Buns is going straight to jail because Buns didn't complete the mission to kill the
Buns
minister.
somehow gets back in the streets, and then Nas come back to Africa.
Buns go to jail and he down with the minister from inside. He running the
It could be like Power, where Buns get out of jail somehow on a
Sincere breaks him
technicality.
out.
Buns come out. He's on the corner with last calls. You know what I'm saying? And bean pie chilling.
So you okay with there being no
I'm
sequel?
cool with it. No sequel.
Yeah, I'm actually cool with it.
I don't think it was never. I don't think.
So my boy though, man, he killed my man. They ain't never find him. He went off the radar.
Who?
He killed the boy in the restaurant.
Oh, young boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
DMX shouldn't let that go like that, man.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Boy, Sam Spit guy. Is Sam Smith or Sam Spit was his
Stan-
rapping name.
Stan
Spit. Yeah.
he said
little
Sam-
baby
Sam
Cameron. That's baby
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah.
They was beefing for a little moment too.
Oh,
but-
yo, how can we forget about one of the best scenes in the movie?
What's that?
Nas when he gave the kid the chain from the One Love.
Yo,
Yeah.
That
was
is
dope.
incredible.
That was so dope because that let me know the power of hip hop. Like he
Yeah.
actually used his verse from One Love and made it a whole scene in the
Yeah.
film. To me, that's so dope.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Like that was so dope.
And that's Hype Williams right there.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Like
that
a
shit-
bag, son.
Yeah.
Like a bag. Get off the roof.
But that's exactly
Yeah.
how the verse went though.
Yeah.
Like that's what was so dope. That's
So I rose, wiping the blunt's
Blunt
ash from my clothes.
Yeah.
He said, blowing the earth smoke through my nose.
for those of y'all that don't
There's some
know.
jewels in his pocket. He can sell if he chose.
For those of y'all that
chain,
don't
like,
know, like Nas verse on One Love, the third verse is the actual scene in Belly. If y'all didn't know that,
Yeah.
from Nas' album Illmatic.
Sound like your style.
Yeah, that whole scene with him and the kid, him giving him the chain. That's his actual verse from his 1994 album that came out. That's the power of hip hop right
dope.
there. It's dope. That's how visual and that song was, that they were able to make it a whole scene.
And then he was riding in the car that Nas was supposed to be taking to Ox to pay off the money that he owed.
Yeah. And you know what was funny about that though is, I don't know if y'all seen my man from New York that did he do the top fives. And he had the top 5 moments in movies that you didn't know.
Yeah.
And then he had
my man with the beard.
He had from New York. He said Nas gave the young boy his chain, and then the very next scene that you see Nas in with the car with Tiana, he got the chain on again. He said either Nas had 2 chains or he an Indian giver.
That's how bad that shit was.
That's how bad. And I'm just guessing, they probably shot them out of sequence.
Yeah.
They probably shot the scene, but somebody had to think like, nah, you can't have a chain on. You gave it to the young boy.
Continuity errors. Like what? Yo, matter of fact, that happened again with the last DMX scene when he actually hugged the minister. He had the gun. Then my man took it. Yeah. Then they had like a wide shot. He was hugging him, but he still had the gun in his hand. Damn. Like shit like that is like
little stuff like that.
Yo, so all right, so
like in Pac movie, they had a motherfucker had an iPhone.
But what was that? Shotters when they had the Jordans buried? The Jordan that was terrible, man. And above the rim, my man passed it to himself.
Oh yeah. Fuck that, man.
Oh yo, and also in that Friday when the girl called Craig and she had the boy and the dude in the bed
the back,
with her.
Yeah.
That was funny, man. What was you about to say, Sean?
Yeah, so that scene with Nas and the kid, like, you think that kind of spun like Irv Gotti, like, yo, we can make like tales, like, you know, like take hip hop songs and turn it into.
I mean, I think Belly inspired everybody at that time in a sense. So whatever you was doing, I think this movie inspired people, man, for sure, man. But lot of dope. It's funny because we're talking about bad acting and then we just talking about all these moments that we love. Yeah. Like that's powerful. How many movies can we say that we don't think overall the acting was good, but it's like a certified classic though? We really can't say that about a lot. Like this movie was definitely like a moment, man.
I think the good definitely outweighs the bad.
Absolutely. Because it was the first in a lot. The first ain't gonna be the best. You know what I'm saying? The first is the first, man. But it definitely made a moment.
For real.
All right, so Belly, the budget for Belly was $3 million, and it ended up making $9.6 million at the box office. So it's a good flip, man.
Yeah,
that ain't bad, man.
Yeah,
that is not bad, man. And also it wasn't like Freak said, it wasn't shown at all the movie theaters. So like some movie theaters didn't show Belly at all, so it was limited.
That's probably because
that fucked it up.
That's probably because the studio didn't release it to all the theaters.
But also it was due to some of like the violence and stuff, like so some of it like they said they didn't put it in like a lot of hood spots like that because of things like that. But you know, this inspired a lot of movies, man. There definitely wouldn't be a state property without Belly. Yeah. All them kind of movies, man. So any movies that came out after Belly in these 25 years or movie TV that you think got some of Belly DNA in it?
I would say Power.
Power for sure. Definitely when it comes to bad acting, but still dope. Power Fry.
Ain't no bad. I got something that's worse than Power with the bad acting.
What's that?
Blue Hill Ave.
Blue Hill. I like Blue Hill Ave though.
That was a bad motherfucker right there, boy.
Blue Hill Ave.
Man, that was strong.
What is that on?
I don't know what
it was on. You might can find it on some type BET request.
It was my man, light skinned boy was in it. The
boy from Jason Lear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then they had my man in there too.
Goldmine.
Goldmine from Life.
That was old, Sean. You never seen Blue Hill Ave? Blue Hill Ave was my joint. It was some bad acting though, but that was my joint.
That was some real bad acting in that motherfucker.
I definitely think Power, Blue Hill Ave, that's not bad. I mean, you gotta go with the In Too Deep. Into Deep came out after that, right?
Yeah. That was like 99.
Into Deep. What other movies? I mean, definitely State Property. And especially with acting too in that movie. But
It was bad. That joint too.
State Property for sure. I feel like
Paid in Full, definitely.
Paid in Full,
inspired.
definitely. Paid in Full stepped it up a notch with the acting though. But definitely, I think Belly inspired it for sure, man. There's a lot of hood movies, man. But
I think this might have been the last hood DMX movie. After this, he was doing like
he was doing bigger shit.
Yeah.
He definitely. Man, rest in peace to DMX, man.
Word,
This was a moment, man. 98, he had 2 albums in Belly.
Like he was on fire.
What a year!
He was on fire.
That is crazy, man.
Yep. Wonder like what did it debut as in the movies?
9.6 million. That probably wasn't.
Nah,
it probably wasn't.
7.
I think that's what it made overall. So it didn't open it.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was that big. But man, 25 years later.
25 years later, man.
Belly
Quarter.
Belly, the movie Belly. You know, what's the legacy of Belly, man?
I think a classic hip hop movie that opened the doors for more acting jobs, more movies that's hip hop related.
Did this come out? This was summer '98 or this was late '98?
It's November.
End, yeah.
November. It's the end of '98. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going into the new year. That's crazy.
You know where I might have first seen this at? I might have first seen this at South Carolina State with G Book. Wow. G Book was in college then.
Damn.
I want to say.
Wow.
Yep. G Book was in college then because I remember I graduated the following year. He was already at South Carolina State.
I know. I was graduated with you.
Yeah, I know.
Going by yourself. I think this movie is a classic hip hop hood movie, man. And I think everything about it. I think we ain't even really talk
especially the soundtrack.
We ain't even really talk about this, but I think the title is even dope. Like it's really like a hip hop kind of title because it's playing off of a word. It's the belly of the beast. That's what they're like they're caught up in the belly of the beast, man. That's what the word belly is coming from. So even that is like hip hop, man. It's like it's playing off of a word.
What is that? Belly?
Yeah, it's like belly. Nah, this is short. Belly is short for being in the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
That's what they was out in them streets. So this is a classic movie. To me, it propelled DMX, which he was a star. It just shined his light even further. And I think Hype Williams did a great job. It was kind of like a one-off film, but to me, Belly always gonna be a classic, man. It's always 25 years later. I don't care how bad the acting is. I can look back and still enjoy it because it kind of takes you back to a moment like, wow. And then the
scenes was quick though. Them scenes and the blow up was quick.
Where
you know what I'm saying? Really no hard work.
That and then the downfall was quick. The downfall was quick too.
It was like a boom bang.
It was in and out. Yeah, actually looking back at it now, I'm like, damn, this movie was fast. Like it did kind of go through. It did kind of go through fast. They got hot and went down real quick.
No type of character progression. Character development.
They ain't had 2 hours in the budget, man. Yeah. We gotta get in and out.
They squeezed a lot of story within a short period of time.
But shout out to everybody involved with Belly. Rest in peace to DMX. Shout out to Nas, Terrell Hicks, Method Man, Tyron, my man Rico, Method Man, man, everybody, man. Ox, Lennox, rest in peace to him too.
Rest in peace to Ox.
Yeah, rest in peace to Ox, man. Everybody that was involved, man. Hassan Johnson, you know, Power, word.
This was a moment, yo.
Definitely a moment, man. Definitely shine a light on hip hop, man. And 25 years later, it's still going.
Yeah,
it's still going. Some people just seeing Belly and loving it for the first time, man. So shout out to Hype Williams. Shout out to Nas for helping to write it. That's also dope for a hip hop artist. Like I don't just write rhymes. I could write movies too. Yeah. That's a big deal, man. I mean, Ice Cube kicked that door down, but you know, Nas still. I mean, well, at least he did it.
Kicked it down and broke it.
Yes, he did. But at least he did it for one movie, at least, man. So that's dope, man. So a happy 25th anniversary
to Belly.
Yeah. Salute, man. Salute to everybody. If you haven't seen Belly, which I don't know where you might be. Maybe you younger.
It's on Tubi right now.
It's on everything, man.
Absolutely.
Go back and check out Belly. But salute to everybody involved, man. Classic movie, man. Happy 25th anniversary, man. It's crazy that we saying all these 25th anniversary. But 98 was a great year, man.
Yes, it was.
It was a great year.
You had to be there.
You had to be there, man. But yo, we Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure you go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast.
Subscribe.
Make sure you go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms,
We here.
man. Make sure y'all go to our YouTube page, man.
Yes, sir.
Hit us up.
Subscribe.
Hit the button, man.
Subscribe, man. For sure, man. But yo, like we always say, man, long live our brother Tez, man.
sir.
We're going to continue to march forth. I already know he think Belly was a classic, even though he definitely made fun of Nas's acting in here.
Gee, I got shot. Hitting the leg.
But I know he loved this movie, though. I know he thought it was a classic, man. But, yo, Concert Crew Podcast, we here. We ain't going nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy 25th anniversary to Belly. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader. We out.
Yes, sir.